Hey guys, welcome back. Not a lot to really talk about today. It's Saturday. We're sitting around basically. My partner's out. New York's on lockdown. You guys know the drill of what's going on. So we're kind of dead. Not much going on, this week actually. I had a few jobs. Finished up the gauge cluster in the 65 Mustang there. Took that out and road tested it, verified the gauges are good. I got a 66 in here. We have all classics this week. We got a 66, the country sedan. I don't know if I've showed this thing on video before, but I'll take a quick shot of it here. This thing needs work. I mean, as far as mechanically, mechanically it needs an engine. Excuse me. It's got a massive amount of blow-by. It's got 1 million miles on the engine probably. The little 289's tired, but it had a really, really bad problem with the carburetor. We popped a new carburetor, new Holly on it, and set of plugs, set it all up. It's running good now. And Dave and I have been staying here at night, and been playing with we've been playing with the Chevelle. So I got some footage that I'm going to put in here. Hopefully it came out all right. We finally took it out of the shop under its own power yesterday and tested it, and just wanted to knock the dust off it basically. The car makes a lot of power. We were pretty surprised actually how strong this thing is. It's I don't know if you guys have been following this car at all. I did a video on it. It's a 496-inch big block Chevrolet with fuel injection, obviously, as you can see on video here. It's got the Edelbrock Pro-Flo 4 on it. This is running on E85, so it's alcohol. It is 13.5 to 1 compression, and the car before was more of a stripped out, race car when it came in, and Dave wanted to put this thing back into shape where it's a stock looking car for the most part. And I think if you could get the best of both worlds, I mean, I'm always a guy that says you got to pick if you want a street car or a race car, because it's very hard to get the best of both worlds reliably. This thing I tell you, it's pretty damn close. It's got power to spare. It has incredible amounts of torque, even at low RPM. This thing just, it's amazing. It runs very, very strong. But putting it back into shape, it has so much new stuff in it, it's ridiculous. All the inner fender wells are new. It's upgraded, the braking system on it and power steering are added to it. Power, obviously, power brakes with the Hydro Boost setup, as you can see over there, right? So, we still have some wiring odds and ends here to finish. If you look, what's pretty cool is if you look over there, you can see the original wiper motor repainted and finished, and that actually works. I'll just run through some quick stuff here. She has 2.5-inch primary headers on it, going into 3.5-inch collectors, 3-inch exhaust all the way back. This does have full exhaust on it. There's your ECM right here for the injection. That is an entire kit minus, I think, the gas tank and the fuel pump, but that is all dependent on what you're building, so it's not going to come with the injection kit. Basically everything on this car was put together to look like it was engineered, or give it a stock clean look. And if you look around, it'll really come off that way. You can see the custom intake tube. Dave did a great job on this thing. Even the bracket, nice, tight tight. Nothing's going anywhere. It's got a real factory look to it, and got a new bumper for the front. The car's finally starting to look like a car again. All right. The body's the last thing that's going to be done on here. It's probably not going to be this year, or maybe, I don't know, maybe towards the end of the year. The inside, take a quick look. Got some beautiful stuff here. Seats are incredibly comfortable. He had an aluminum seat in here before that really sucked. It was kind of, well, not user friendly, let's put it that way. Nice new billet wheel, winter shifter. It has, the cage is going to be finished painted. We're gonna finish that up. All the new trim on the doors that'll be going on. Like I said, the wiring under the dash and stuff is going to be finished. That's all little finishing odds and ends. We did the dash. Had everything obviously out, painted, cleaned up, new trim on some parts. Back seat, from what you could see of the back seat, which is not a whole ton really, but let's see if I can get a shot of it. Kind of hard to get in there with the cage, but let's see what we could see. Kind of hard to see, but if you take a look, if you look close, you'll see on the seats they have the white stitching all around. So that kind of goes with the theme of the car. I think it came out incredibly nice. Everything kind of matches the dress on the engine, so to speak, So, new set of slicks put on yesterday, and rear bumper obviously is new, but the car has a mean stance. It works. The suspension that we put in last night works very, very well. This thing plants the tires and lifts the body up, and really wants to, really wants to go. This car is nasty. He's ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Dave did the majority of the work on this car. He has months and months and months into, all of the ideas behind, behind what he wanted to accomplish here, and we worked through a bunch of little things here and there with it, but overall, I think it went off pretty much without a hitch. For about 4.5, 5 months worth of work, this car was completely stripped down to nothing. There was no nothing. So it came a long way, and he's got a knockout on his hands here with this thing. It's a freaking amazing car. That injection cleans it up, and it's I tell you, the Edelbrock setup is incredible. I've been a fan of Edelbrock stuff for a long time. Their intakes are incredible. Their heads are really good. They make great products, but that injection kit is just, they knocked that one out of the park. That thing is freaking awesome. It really calms this thing down. The idle on it, it's got drivability. That's what I was going to say earlier. The drivability on it is incredible. The car does not feel anywhere near as nasty as it is if you're just putting around with it. You could drive it around in the street. You could just tool around the strip with it, and it doesn't feel like anything insane. When you give it a little bit of throttle, though, this thing is just unbelievably torquey. It'll tear the tires off. It's a great running car. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I got here. Just a quick glimpse of what it'll do. And none of these, like I said, we didn't make a pass obviously with the car. We didn't have room, but we just wanted to knock the dust off and make sure drivability is good, the steering is good, the brakes are good. Just get it out of the garage for once and see how she is. there's no room around here to really play with the car. We're gonna have to get it down to the track and make a pass, but you know, we'll have to see how it does. But I mean, he got into the throttle maybe about maybe about a quarter to half throttle on it was the most, and you know, that was more than enough for where we are. So we'll see where it ends up. But we're gonna get some footage from the track once we get there with the thing, and we'll take you guys along with us. So it's gonna be the best of both worlds. Like I said, a street car, and it'll run real nice at the track. So I don't know if any of you guys are looking to do some sort of build like this, similar to this with the Edelbrock, or you're up in the air about it. I'm going to tell you, man, go to Summit Racing and buy one. It's a freaking amazing setup. Very user-friendly, very smart, the way they did everything with it. And it's neat. If you take your time and put everything together the right way, you can see how neat and clean the harness and everything comes out. You know, no disappointments with it. It's all good stuff. So we'll take a look and see what you think.